Hey guys, how's it going? All of Mars here, back at it again. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Uh, it's it's going to have nothing to do with gear, pedals, or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to talk about the passing of someone, a man named James McCaffrey. Um, he was the voice actor for Max Payne throughout the series. It's a video game, it's a shooter, and he recently passed away due to, I believe, cancer. And I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about Max Payne and like what it means to me, and his legacy and all that. So the first time that I'd ever like heard about Max Payne or seen it, I was with some of my brothers. We went with our dad, which I was probably around 11, something like that. Pretty young, like I would say, I think like fourth grade, something like that. And so yeah, our father wasn't really like around, but he would take us like once every other month or something to go to like get something to eat, get something to like a video game or something, whatever. And my brother, he noticed it. Uh, it was Max Payne, the first game for Game Boy Advance, and I think that was one of the first times we'd ever seen a game that was rated M. And immediately, because like, we're young boys, and like boys will be boys, we're into action and superheroes, Spider-Man mostly, just kid stuff. And he brought it to my attention, and so we bought it. We're like, all right. And man, like I had no idea what how that game and the series really would like define our childhoods, because man, like that game was like ahead of its time, man. Because turning it on, and when you hear actual audio, like dialogue in there, it's crazy, because it's like, dude, I didn't even think that was possible. Because with Game Boy Advance games and stuff, um, it would be like the Game Boy Advance like sounds that you can kind of only get put in there. So it's like when you hear dialogue, it's like a movie to me. I'm like, I didn't think it was possible. Yeah, the quality wasn't the best. It was kind of like you can hear like at the tail end of it, like that digital whatever. Um, so that was really cool, and just like everything about that game was so unique, even at the time, because like everything from the bullet time, the slow motion, to um, just like the blood and everything, the sound effects. Like, man, it's hard for me honestly to even describe like the feelings it gave me. It felt so like, I don't know, mature, but like it's like something that we never played, at least as far as for Game Boy Advance. And man, it was just so intense and brutal. The story was awesome. The the thing that like stuck out to me was like literally the voice, because the face of, at least for the first Max Payne, was modeled after Sam Lake, pretty much the creator of Max Payne. And like hearing his voice and the way, because throughout the story it would be like a graphic novel, and like his voice and the way he spoke, the similes, the metaphors, it just created such a vivid, I don't know, it was just like art. Like it was like more than, to me, literally more than a video game. And to this day, I would say he's my favorite like protagonist, at least for, as far as video games. There's other ones too, of course, like Arthur Morgan from Red Dead 2. Um, some classic ones too. But Max Payne, for me, he the way like his character was always like so appealing to me, because he was he was like what I thought like the coolest guy ever was. Like he wore dark clothing, had like that deep voice, and he was also kind of pretty like almost like a smartass in a way in some moments, which was really cool, because I feel like if you were to kind of just see it as face value, you'd be like, oh, he's just this, dark, depressed, um, kind of like noir, like one note character. But no, dude, like he actually had some kind of like witty humor to him throughout the series. Like one scene that sticks out for me is during the first game. There's a part where he's tied up in a chair and he's getting hit in the head a few times with a baseball bat. And even then, like when he's like defenseless and he's at a disadvantage, like he'll still crack some wise ass shit. Get some one liners in there. And I always thought that was cool because um, like I always liked that kind of character in a way, like Spider-Man. Even before all this MCU bullshit, like honestly I don't keep up with all that because it's just, I don't know, I'm not into it, whatever. But before all that, like the MCU universe and stuff, Spider-Man to me was like one of the only few characters that was like witty and he was kind of funny. Other than of course there's like Deadpool and stuff, but nowadays it kind of just seems like everyone's trying to be that, like trying to be funny. So whatever, fuck Marvel. Anyways, but as far as Max Payne, like in a way, like he kind of, I wouldn't say he shaped me, but I always related to that character for some reason. And yeah, I just because obviously the like the character model for him and the like the physical, like how he's at least in the first game he was modeled after Sam Lake, and then after that they kind of pretty much remodeled it to look more like James McCaffrey, which like worked perfectly. um, that like that transition was just flawless to me. And just the I don't know, man, like that character, because when it's one thing playing the game and being the character, but for me what really brought him alive was the voice, like hands down. It's, you can never replicate that voice. Like when it's crazy how like at least to me, and I'm sure a lot of people, Max Payne was his definitive role after all any movies or other roles and characters he's played. James McCaffrey, like his natural speaking voice, that is Max Payne. Like without even trying, like he's destined for that role. And yeah, Max Payne. So that was the first ones that we played, was for Game Boy Advance. And then one day, me and my brother, we went to like a local swap meet, and at the time we only had like the original Xbox. This was like 2005 or six, probably six. So, anyways, um, and so like we saw it used. It was like, I don't know, $10, $15. So we bought that, took it home, and man, like ever since then, it's just been like I've been hooked on it. Like that was my favorite game for years. Max Payne 2. Played the shit out of it. Me and my brother. I even like, because it came with like its case and like the little booklet. So I would even put like, because you can go back and replay certain missions and stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily know what like it was about. Like, oh, there's the warehouse mission, there's the Ragnarok, blah blah blah. So I literally would go back to each mission and kind of like give like a brief summary, like, okay, this is the the baseball bat part, or this is the warehouse part, this is the fire part, this is the fun house part, all the, like, just so I can know, like, okay, I want to go back here and play this part. um so yeah, I was just, man, like me and my brother, dude, played the shit out of that. And then it was actually like maybe a couple years or whatever later, um, we saw Max Payne 1 for Xbox, and we never played the console version. So we're pretty much like, we're imprinted on that first Game Boy Advance one. So we're like, now we can play the first one. And dude, that game, It's crazy how literally each game is, to me, it's just a masterpiece. I don't care if it's the Game Boy Advance, Max Payne 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So, like, definitely like top five video games of all time for me. Um, so yeah, we played that. My brother got that one, and yeah, man, even like for its time, that game was we were impressed. Like we would pause it, and like you get like the Desert Eagle, and you would fire off, and you would see like the pullback and everything, the bullet fly all out of the, the shell fly out of the gun. We were just like amazed by it, because like, dude, this game came out fucking, I don't even know what, early early ass 2000s. I don't really know the exact date, like 2001, whatever, it doesn't matter. But and that game, because in the Game Boy Advance game, it was really like dark. Like they captured that nice noir, like depressing, cold steel type of feel. But playing the console version, that was like the full experience, and there was a lot of scary moments. Like like when you would like go into a place and you see like one of those crazy like tweakers, they're on the V, and they would just turn around and start shooting you and like cry, scream, like it was fucking scary. And even I mean, if you played, you already know what I'm gonna bring up for as part, like as a scary part, that nightmare scene when you're basically surrounded in darkness and you're following this blood trail and you hear like the baby's the his child's crying. Man, dude, like to this day, it's like fuck, dude, that shit's it's chilling. And then so yeah, we played that, and then years later, we never really grew up like having a 360 or PS3, so we kind of skipped that era. But we had like people who would we would hang out with, and we would use their consoles. So I got Max Payne 3, and oh my god, dude, just flawless, just perfect. I remember being in like ninth grade and hearing rumors that there would be a Max Payne 3. I'm like, yeah, like I would go, because like we didn't have internet in the house, so I would just walk, take like a 10, 15 minute walk to the local library. I would just be there for hours, dude. I would get like the library card, and you type in your library code, so it would grant you like an access for an hour. And I would have like multiple codes, like for my brothers, so I'll just go on one after the other. Um, Looking up other stuff too, like a lot of music I was getting into, a lot of just YouTube stuff. And so I would hear rumors, and like Max Payne 3, I'm like, no fucking way, dude. And then one day, yeah, I was in ninth grade in class, and we were having, I don't know, some free day or some shit. And I saw Game Informer, so I picked it up, and right in the cover was fucking Max Payne 3. Um, Shaved head, bloody tank top, the gun, like, I was just like fucking amazed, dude. I was like, oh, this is it, like, holy fuck. Um, so I was like reading it, and like they were talking about like the new mechanics. You know how like in it's pretty common nowadays, but like you would press R1 and you would take cover. But at the time, dude, it was fucking. There wasn't really anything like it, not as far as I can remember. Like the shield cover system, the dual wield, you can get like a sawed off and a fucking Uzi. Um, yeah, dude. So that game, to this day, it holds up. Like I wish, because I don't have it, but I wish I could play that right now. Out of all the fucking games I have and shit, I would play that right now. The ragdoll physics are just like unique. Like they actually stagger more. They don't like okay, you play GTA 5, and of course I love that game. Um, but like as far as the NPCs, like the civilians, you shoot them and they just like disintegrate. They just fall on the floor dead as fuck. But in Max Payne 3, you'll see them like clutch their wounds and stagger and fight. Oh my god, dude. Fucking I don't even honestly I don't care if they do a remake of Max Payne 3, because it's just that good. Like, it literally is. And I can tell, like, just that game, because it came out before GTA 5 and all that. That influenced the whole new wave of Rockstar games. Like, I could fucking tell. Um, like, obviously they had notes taken from that and implemented. So I don't know. To me, all the Max, everything about Max Payne is just, I love it. There really wasn't a time before that, because me and my brother, like, we played that when we were in fucking, I don't know, fourth grade, fifth grade. Excuse me. And yeah, so hearing about James McCaffrey, it actually did hit, because like, his voice in that game was so, like, impactful in a way. Like, it was like the narrator of my childhood. It just, I don't know, there was no other cooler character for me. And so rest in peace, James McCaffrey. um, as far as like the Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes, I really don't know what's going to happen, whether he already had pre-recorded dialogue or they're going to remaster or what. Honestly, like, it's all good. I don't, you know, because we're always going to have the original games. Oh, and I played the Max Payne 1 and 2 on Xbox, which is the superior experience. We had these, I think they were the Mad Catz controllers, so they were like modified controllers you could get. We got it at Hollywood Video, and so we had one that was black, like, I think, yeah, solid black, and another one that was green but see-through, so you could see all the circuitry. And like, you know how it had the black and white buttons on the side, like on the right, so it would be like white and black. Um, for those, it would be like where L1 and R1 would be, and it would work perfectly for Max Payne. Like, even the I feel like the color coding too, because basically where white would be L1, and that was to take the painkillers, and then R1 is to reload your gun, I believe. Yeah. I don't know, dude. As far as like even San Andreas, like, it's way better for Xbox, because you got the instant replay, you got custom tracks. It just, you got the triggers to like ease into the driving. Um, anyways, yeah, dude, I'm just gushing on about Max Payne. I love Max Payne. He's my favorite video game character, protagonist, whatever you want to say. So yeah, as far rest in peace, James McCaffrey. It's honestly, like, when it comes to like celebrities and deaths and all that, like, I don't really feel much, even if I enjoyed their work. But this one goes back for me, and it really shaped like the way that, like, I kind of saw like characters and stuff, because that was probably the first character that I got attached to. Because there's other ones that I do enjoy, but they're kind of like Carl Johnson. Like, he's cool, whatever, but he's not like, it's kind of silly, like, let's be honest, like, even with all the memes, even before that, it's like, he's just the protagonist. But Max Payne had a lot of character. It's a tragic story, and I just think that all the games are fucking amazing, dude. Like, if you haven't played it, give it a shot. Don't wait for the remakes, because whether they happen or not, because if anything, you should play the originals. That way you can kind of compare them. But to me, those games hold up, and yeah, I'm just kind of rambling on about like my experience with Max Payne, and yeah, yeah, I know it's like a different video, but this actually really means like something to me, and I just wanted to address it, because anyone could make a video on somebody's passing and talk about them, but for me, like, it was one of those heavy hitters. So yeah, I just want to say rest in peace, and thank you, Sam Lake, James McCaffrey, Remedy, blah blah blah. Thank you all for, I don't know, just making such a great game, such a great character, and his legacy is going to live on. And anything new with Max Payne or stuff like that, like I'm always going to be eager to hear. But it's been a hell of a ride. So thank you, rest in peace, and thanks for watching, you guys. If you have any anything about Max Payne that you want to add in the comments, your memories or certain moments that stuck out to you, I want to hear it for sure too, because I'm just a fan. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. You guys have a good day. Peace out.